Places, people. Oh, we're down here. Hey everyone, welcome back for another van tour. I'm James.
I'm Jenny.
And we just finished this 2020 Mercedes Sprinter. We're super excited to show you guys it, so come check it out.
All right, so let's talk about the layout. Since this van is for sale, we wanted to create a really universal layout. So what we did is we took all of our past designs and we took all the feedback that we've heard on YouTube and from people just walking up to us on the streets and what people really want in the van. And we packed it all into one little van.
All right, so last time we started in the back, so this time we're gonna start in the back again. All right, so this is something I'm most excited about. We fit a full queen size bed in this van, and I'm talking full. This is 80 inches by 60 inches wide, and the reason we were able to do that is because we added Backland extension pods to the side of this van, so it bumps out the side and gives you that extra widthways space. So if you've seen our last van tour, you might know that I have a lot of fun just trying to customize spaces to be really functional and cute, and I thought these pods were sort of the perfect footprint to start with. So in the back of the pods, we added this fluted wood, and it's a feature that we added throughout the rest of the van, which just adds a lot of nice visual interest, especially along with these little pot lights that I put in there. The pot lights create this cute little spotlight effect, I guess, and they're also on dimmers, so it's just a really nice feature to have for when you're going to bed and if you want to read a book or anything like that. And I also had space to create this little nook back here. So in that nook, we've got the switch for the reading lights and then also USB charging, and then a couple shelves in there as well. So it's the perfect spot to set your phone or any other nighttime items that you have. And it's sort of tucked away, so it's never really in view. Overall though, this is the kind of stuff that just really gets me going. I love designing small little spaces like this that are functional and cute, and I think that's exactly what this is. All right, I'm tagging Jenny in.
So on this side here, you can see we've got 4 upper cabinets that line the whole length of the van. And we did a shaker style cabinet door with the fluted detail in the center here to match the pods and our other little detail here. You can see in this van our woods are a little bit warmer, so we decided to go with a champagne bronze accent in our pulls and our faucet to kind of pair well with the wood. So the upper cabinets are a great place to store clothing and plates and cups and things like that. We've got little baskets up here, but you can really organize it however you want to. The last feature of the upper cabinets is this LED light strip. It's on a dimmable switch as well. We love adding little details like this because it really gives the van a little bit of pizzazz, and it's also great for in the evenings when you want to dim things down a little. Actually, there is one more thing that I almost forgot on these upper cabinets. At the end, we actually have a little open shelf that's great for just little plants or knickknacks or whatever you want to put up there. So that's kind of a really nice touch and adds a little bit of decor space, I suppose. Complementary to our upper cabinets, we've got this open shelf on the other side here. We really like adding touches like this because you can really stylize it to your style. So like on the other side, we like using it for plants and little decor items and just things to make it feel kind of homey. Coming back over to this side, underneath the upper cabinets is our kitchen. So starting on the left side, we've got an outlet, and right beside it here in the wall, you can see we've got this cute little arch shelf with the fluted detailed continued. And this is just a great spot for little spice jars or just a place to catch your keys or whatnot. On the left side here, we've got this beautiful granite circular sink. It's about 18 inches on either side, and we've got it paired with this champagne's bronze faucet with a pull-out spout so you can rinse things down the sink really easily. We went with a bamboo butcher block style countertop. We really like using these in our builds because they're really durable. You can always refinish them down the road, and the colors go really nicely with our color scheme. Moving on to our cabinets, we tried to include as many drawers as we could. Starting at the top here, we've got a utensil drawer. Right underneath it, we have a medium-sized drawer, and at the bottom, you guessed it, a large drawer. Good for food, pots and pans, or anything else you need to store in the kitchen. We all love a good pantry, and we've got 3 shelves. So we've got tons of storage here for all your canned foods and cereal or whatever else you have. And underneath the sink here, we've got more storage and a pull-out garbage and recycling bin. They've got handles so they're easy to transport and dispose where you need to. All right, now it's time to show you the wardrobe. So this is our wardrobe space. So we have this really open space that we've designed to store all of your shirts, dresses, and we even have a couple baskets in the bottom here for things you want to fold up, like sweaters or jeans or sweatpants or whatever else you have. Behind me, you can see this really beautiful large arched mirror. So we've pulled in the arch detail in a couple spots here, and you can almost see your whole outfit, as you can see, since it's a really large mirror, and it's just tucked away on the side here and folds up nicely when you shut the door. All right, James, you're in.
All right, so just underneath the wardrobe here, we've got a drawer. So you slide that out, there's a bamboo insert in there. It's perfect for cutlery or other utensils. And then if you pull it just a little bit more, you've actually got a second drawer in there. We got a double slider, and that's where the induction cooktop is. So it's a 120 volt 2-burner induction cooktop, runs off of the inverter. We really like that it's tucked away because that just means you have that much more prep space on the countertop, and it just keeps things sort of neat and tidy. All right, now just below that drawer, we've got one more little compartment, and that's where we keep our fridge. So this is a 3.3 cubic foot fridge. It's got a little freezer compartment in the top, and it runs off 12 volts, so it's super efficient to keep everything super cool in your van. There is actually one last thing we almost forgot in the kitchen here, and that's the toe kick drawer that's located underneath this sink cabinet. And the toe kick drawer actually tells a little bit of history of the van. So if you pull that out, there would actually be a different color on the back and another different color on the bottom. And that's because we repainted the cabinets 3 times until we got the right color. See, what happened was I painted the cabinets once and I just had so much fun that I was like, I'm gonna do this again. And so we painted them a second time and ended up on something that was a little bit darker, but I still had this devil on my shoulder that was like, the paint color sucks, change it. And so I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna change it again. And so we painted it one last time, and that's how we ended up on this dark eucalyptus green color that you see now. All right, and just a quick hop, skip, and a jump over to the other side of the van is the bench. But in between, just want to take a moment to appreciate our sandy vinyl floors. They're really neutral and just go well with the rest of the color scheme. And the vinyl is waterproof, which is essential for living in a van. They're also really durable, and I think that's all I have to say about them. So this is our double bench. On top, we've got a custom vinyl cushion sewn by Jennie, and we really love using vinyl for our cushions just because it's a great material to clean. When you're living in a van, things can get dirty pretty quick, and if you've got a wet bathing suit or a dirty dog, those things can easily stain or just seep into the cushion, so vinyl really protects that, and it's just so easy to wipe off. We've also got some LED lights that are on this bench. They shine onto the floor, giving a nice warm glow. The switch for that is over here, and those are also dimmable. Down on the left side is another 120 volt outlet, perfect for your laptop or anything you're using while working. And then this is the mount for the Lagun table, which I'll set up. So this is a Lagun swivel table mount, and we've got a bamboo tabletop on it. Perfect for one person at this size, but then if you've got a second person, you can also extend it. So you can just spin it around, slide these little supports out, and then it hinges open to be perfect for 2 people. So that's just a really nice feature. Versatility and being able to pack things away nicely is something we really care about. So that's why we made the table like that. All right, so in the bench, as you can imagine, there is some storage. So just under this cushion here, we've got our first little hatch. So you've got a really nice big storage space there for any bulky items. And then over on the other side is where we keep the Cuddy composting toilet. That brings me to the sponsor of this video, which is Compo Closet. They make the Cuddy that you see here, and this is the 2nd year in a row that we've used them in our builds because it's just that easy to work with. The Cuddy is a really compact composting toilet. It fits in a lot of spaces that other composting toilets wouldn't, which is why we love using it. And it also doesn't require a big vent hose because of the charcoal filter that's in it. So fitting it in this bench wouldn't be possible unless it was a Cuddy. The way the Cuddy works is by separating solids and liquids. In the solids bin, you can put coconut husk or peat moss, and that's your starter for your compost. There's an agitator handle in the front so you can mix things up after each use. And it's also got an LED indicator to let you know when the jug is full. It runs on 12 volts and uses basically no power, so it's a super easy addition to any campervan electrical system. If you guys are interested, we do have an affiliate link for these in the description below. Okay, and the last feature of the bench here is this little end table that we added. This is another one of those features that really gets me going. I think it's just such a nice extra touch, and it was kind of an afterthought when we were building this. The space just seemed kind of empty, so this is what we came up with. In the front here, we've got 3 shelves. That's perfect for shoes or any other items like that. You've got a spot to rest things down on here. You can check your keys, set a drink down there. And then in the back, there is a little cubby. So you've got a hatch for storing things down there, great for a dog leash or something like that. We also added the fluted wood accents, and I think it really ties that into the rest of the van, bringing it down low. So overall, yeah, really happy with this little addition. Okay, I know we've said this before in this van tour, but one more thing before we forget. There is storage underneath me as well, just built into the step, and that's great for things that you're grabbing as you head out the door, or things that you don't really need to grab too often. Again, utilizing every little bit of storage space is so great. Why not if you can? Up in the front of the van, we have a Scopima swivel seat on the passenger seat, which is just great to open up a little more space. And then underneath, we've got the Webasto Smart Temp diesel heater. That pumps out really hot air into the cabin, heats up the van really fast, and that paired with the 3M Thinsulate insulation throughout the entire van, keeps the van nice and toasty, even in the winter. The control for the Webasto is right here, and it also has a Bluetooth app so that you can control it through your phone. Don't even have to get out of bed to warm it up when you wake up. How nice is that? Also up here is a headliner shelf that we put in. Utilizes otherwise dead space above the driver's cabin, and as you can see, there's still tons of space above me when you're sitting here, so that's just a great little addition for other bulky items. This van in particular also has a couple factory upgrade options, so it's got the built-in storage up here above the, what are these called? Visors? Yeah, sun visors. And then there's some extra storage options up here with more cup holders. Always nice to have extra little features like that. All right, and you may have been wondering what this is. So this is the Tetravan folding shower system. It's a really sleek and really well-made shower system that we've tried out for the first time in this van, and I'm really stoked on it. It's super low profile, so it doesn't go too deep into the garage, which you'll see in a moment. And it's also super easy to set up. You just twist the knob and fold it down. And then you've got your shower pan that drains away into the gray water tank. And you've also got this magnetic shower curtain that magnetizes all around the opening and the shower pan and then hooks up into the ceiling here, so that you've got a fully enclosed shower space. We do have hot water in this van so that you can have hot showers, and to provide the hot water, we've got a Duoetto 12-volt water heater. So because it's 12 volt, it's super efficient and uses way less power than a standard 120 volt, and it's 2 gallons, so you get that extra storage space for your fresh water. The switch for that is conveniently placed in the upper cabinet behind me. So we've got 3 switches in here. Let me open this up. The first one on your left here is for the water pump. The second one in the middle is for the water heater there. And then we also have a switch for the garage fans, which we will show you in a moment. And then down below, you've got your gauges for your fresh water and then your gray water on the right as well. While I'm here, something I don't think we mentioned yet is we do have these flap stays to keep the upper cabinets up while you're using them. And we also did put RV latches on every single door and drawer in here, just so nothing's gonna be sliding out while you're driving. While you're showering, we also have the Maxxair fan that will suck air out and make sure you don't gather moisture inside the van. The Maxxairs are great units. They've got rain covers so that even when it's raining, you can use it at full blast and be circulating air really well. And also, just because I wasn't really vibing the standard white bezel, we made a custom wood bezel on this one, and I think it just goes a lot better with our color scheme here.
All right, now it's time to go check out the garage.
All right, on the way to the garage, there's a couple things to note. So first, we've got a sliding door window here, just adds a little bit of extra light, which we love doing. And then behind that, you can see the pod here. It's got an Indy protective coating, super rugged, so it's not gonna get scratched up. We've also got the shore power charging inlet here so that you can plug your van in at a campsite, or if you've got an extension cord, you can just plug it in at home as well. All right, Luna needs a little love, so Jenny's taking her for a walk, and I'm gonna show you guys the garage. Welcome to my cave. Why am I in here? So this is the garage of the van. You've got really large bulk storage here in the middle, and then on either side we've got utility hatches for both the plumbing and the electrical systems. So over on the left side here is the plumbing. That's where you see our 29-gallon wheel well water tank, our water pump, and also the Duoetto 12-volt water heater that we were talking about earlier. And then over on the right side here with the electrical, that's where we have the full Victron electrical system with 412 amp hours of SOK lithium heated batteries. These doors are on sliders for easy access, and they're also fully removable if you ever need to get in there for service. One other thing that we mentioned earlier was the garage fans, and that's these guys just down here. They're on both sides. When you turn these fans on, it's gonna pull air through the compartments, and that'll help regulate the temperature in these so much better than if they were just stagnant. In the winter, it will bring warm air through the compartments, and then in the summer, it'll also help keep them cool. So for the electrical system, we've got a 2000 watt inverter charger by Victron. As we mentioned before, it's got that charger function, and that's just a really nice backup option to have. We do have 2 other charging options though, the first one being solar. There's 350 watts of solar on the roof of this van. And then there is also the Victron Orion DC to DC charger. It's a 30 amp charger and it turns on when you turn your vehicle on and start driving. With 3 options to charge your van, it just makes it that much easier to stay topped up. I also went for a really clean and sleek all black look back here. And then I also added this light so that you can see.
So that pretty much wraps things up. This van is for sale, so if you're interested, click on the link below. And if you're interested in a custom, contact us through our website.
If you guys like this van tour or you're just interested in seeing any other van tours by us, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.